What's up, everyone, and welcome to Project XTalk Extra, your weekly podcast supplement from Project XTalk, where we cover the news stories that didn't quite make the main show. I'm your host, Kevin, aka the Muffin Mon, and today I'm joined by Tom and Garrett. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, we're going to jump right into it because today we're talking about the Game Awards. The nominees were recently revealed, so I wanted to go over the categories relevant to us. That means we're not going to talk about esports and content creator of the year. We're just going to focus purely on the game aspects and give our predictions and vote on what we think should win and maybe what will probably win, to be honest with you. Anybody got anything to say before we jump into it?
Where's Forza? There you go.
Where's Forza?
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, I mean, but before we get into it, you guys think Forza got snubbed?
Hell, dude! If this was a Gran Turismo game that launched this year, it would have been on there.
Nah, I disagree.
No,
No.
dude.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I
There's
think
that Sony
Forza is
favoritism.
good enough to be on there, but not Turismo.
I think Forza definitely deserved a nomination. I don't think it deserves to win, but it definitely should have been nominated for like Resident Evil Village. Did that one really need to be in there?
It was a good game.
Is it game of the year though?
I enjoyed watching it. I never played it myself. I watched the whole playthrough.
All right. Well, we're going to break down some of the categories. So let's hop into it. We're going to start off with best performance. And this one might be hard if we haven't played the game, but the nominees for this are Erica Mori from Life is Strange True Colors, Giancarlo Esposito from Far Cry 6, Jason Kelly from Deathloop, Maggie Robertson from Resident Evil 8, and Ozioma Akaga from Deathloop. I'm going to throw it right out there. I went with Maggie Robertson because everyone loves the giant lady Demetrius or whatever
I could
from
agree with that.
RE8, right? She blew up.
Nobody trended quite as much as she did.
Yes, big tall lady.
Big tall lady. Big tall lady. Do you disagree?
I mean, I would have went with Giancarlo, actual good actor, and is in the story for a longer period of time and central focus character, lady, whatever. She's barely there. She lasts like maybe 2 hours. Yeah.
Wait, she's not the main person?
No, she's not the main boss. So it's like she's there.
Wow. This I did not know. I assumed she was there most of the game.
Nah, she just got all the attention because internet likes big.
They want her to step on them, whatever that means. I don't get it. Okay, so Maggie, Giancarlo Esposito is definitely the second in. Like, if it's not one of those two, I will be shocked. Those are basically like, I mean, he's from Breaking Bad. Everyone loves him. So next we have best multiplayer game: Back for Blood, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, It Takes Two, and Valheim. I want to say right off the bat, I have no idea how Back for Blood is nominated for not only this category, but for most categories that it shows up in.
I would give this one a Knockout City, dude.
Really?
Just because I played that so much in terms of multiplayer this year, easily the most hours we've enjoyed with friends by far. Back for Blood it's too new, it's too fresh. I can't say I've really enjoyed it that much.
Garrett?
Sorry, I was distracted by my dog. I was not listening at all for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Lord. Professionalism. Best multiplayer game: Back for Blood, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, It Takes Two, or Valheim.
Ooh. See, that's a toss-up between It Takes Two and Valheim. I haven't played either, but I've heard rave things about both. So I would say It Takes Two.
I also hoped It Takes Two grabs it just because I think it was the most fun I had like playing a co-op game this year, which I just beat the game, so it's fresh in my mind, but that game is phenomenal. Back for Blood got worse the longer I played it, so I'm not voting for that. Knockout City I played for approximately 4 hours across 2 days, and I was like, that's enough. I'm over that.
Oh man, I put like 30 into that thing.
No, it got very annoying real quick. But we're a little split there. But does New World have a shot? That game blew up.
No. The game has too many issues in post, and the end game is apparently extremely not there. I'd be surprised.
Okay. All right. I haven't played it. I just knew that it was like setting records, like 700,000 players were playing.
Yeah, it was like one of the most hyped games, but just like there was also a massive drop off afterwards.
Okay. All right. We got next category is best ongoing game. We have Apex Legends, we have Call of Duty Warzone, Final Fantasy 14, Genshin Impact, and Fortnite. There's really only 2 contenders in my mind for this, but I want to hear what you guys think first. Tom, which one's grabbing your vote?
Warzone.
Okay, not one of my contenders, but why do you think Warzone?
It's a constantly evolving game. Constantly the metas are changing within the game. They're adding new things to the map. We're getting a brand new map next month. It's easily ever evolving. And also one of the top multiplayer games period right now. So
Garrett, what's your pick for best ongoing game?
This is a hard one, man. I don't want to admit it, but it's probably going to be Fortnite again.
No, don't do it.
It is. I'm just being real here. It's going to happen. I played that a bit again, and that's a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. And that game is always going. Like every 2 weeks, something else has changed on the map.
Exactly. Whatever I said about Warzone applies to Fortnite.
Yeah. Like it's astounding how like much that game changes, to simply put it.
Okay. I disagree with both of you. I don't think either of them are going to win it. My picks were between Final Fantasy 14 because that's had a massive resurgence this year and it's like taking players away from World of Warcraft, or Genshin Impact, which basically is making, billions upon billions of dollars every month from all the weebs playing it. And, viewers get to vote on this. I'm going to say Genshin Impact is going to take a sneaky win here. I think that game gets so much content updates. And it has such a large, like it's crazy how big that game is.
Yeah, but look at where it's popular, and look at the people
everywhere,
or like the demographic that typically votes on
exactly
the VGAs.
The people who are watching these games, like on Twitch or YouTube, they're Fortnite and Call of Duty guys. I think they have a way bigger chance against Genshin Impact, which does not pull in good numbers at all.
Well, we'll see. I'm throwing a little sneaky, cheeky pick out there. Next, we have Best Art Direction: Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, or The Artful Escape.
That's a hard one.
It is a hard one.
See, for me, it would be a toss-up between Kena and Ratchet and Clank.
That's exactly a toss-up I would go with. As much as I love Psychonauts 2, I do think I would give this one to Kena, just because I think it comes from an animation studio and they made that game look so good. It's a Pixar movie, even more than Ratchet is. Like Ratchet might be the most visually impressive looking game, but it doesn't have the Pixar. Like everyone was saying that was a Pixar. No, Kena's a Pixar. Garrett, what are you thinking? Best art direction?
I haven't played either of those, so like I would have to say Psychonauts just off what I played.
See, okay. I didn't play either of those either. I'm just going based on what I seen on YouTube and visually.
I haven't even seen Kena on YouTube. What? I haven't looked it up once.
Oh man!
Wow. Yeah, I would recommend. I also know The Artful Escape. People really like that game. It was on Game Pass. Has a very unique art style, so that one could be a cheeky shout for
I got it on my console.
Yeah.
I haven't got around to playing it yet. There's simply too much good stuff going on right now.
For sure. Okay. Next, we can go to Best Score and Music. Cyberpunk 2077. Somehow. Deathloop, Near Replicant, Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Artful Escape. I'm voting Guardians because the soundtrack is like classic rock music. if you don't turn off the licensed music. But The Artful Escape is a game all about music. So if it's not Guardians, I'm gonna go with that. I think that would win it.
You want to go first, Garrett?
I'm going Cyberpunk, bro.
No,
I was gonna go. I was gonna go the same exact way. As much as I dislike the game, you cannot like the art, the sound direction that it had in this game, the music. It was fantastic.
Yeah, like that's something that we always commented on while playing it, was that the soundtrack for it going through town, it was like it actually felt like different radio stations with like whole different soundtracks and everything. It was great.
As I said, if Cyberpunk wins anything, it's a sham. We're gonna riot in the streets.
This is for you, Aman.
It's for you, Aman.
Yeah,
number one Cyberpunk hater.
Aman, we got you on this.
Best audio design, guys. Kind of similar, but less about the music, more about the game sounds. We have Forza Horizon 5, Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil 8, and Returnal. I'm voting Forza. That game sounds so good. Just play like every car sounds different. It's just really immersive. I love driving around in the world of Forza.
I would vote Forza too. And one thing I recommend you to do at some point, turn off the music. Just leave the car sounds. Just listen to that by itself for at least a little bit. You'll appreciate it a whole lot more.
I only listen to one radio station in Forza, and it's the XS station where they play like rock music. There's a Bring Me the Horizon song in there that slaps so hard every time it comes on. I'm like, let's go. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. Okay, we're all in agreement on that one. Innovation in accessibility. Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and some game called The Veil, which I've never heard of. I voted Forza again.
I would too.
Yeah.
I mean, not only they added like
accessibility.
Yeah, and a lot of those features were already in the previous games. They just added on so much more. Anyone could jump into this game and get all the assists on and still enjoy themselves. And they have like the sign language interpreter, which is I've never seen that in a game before.
No, I think that was what the deciding factor for me was, where they were like, we're putting a sign language interpreter down at the bottom to go like, I'm driving a car. What do I need a sign language interpreter for? Garrett, you in agreement with that?
Yep, 100%.
All right, we're not disagreeing as many as I thought. Maybe this one. Best narrative: Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange: True Colors, Guardians of the Galaxy, or Psychonauts 2. I'm voting Psychonauts 2, hands down. Yeah. It Takes Two is a close second, but I'm going Psychonauts.
I can't really argue any way on this one, so I'm just abdicating my vote. But I just wanted to say I think it is appalling that a game that is based around a Deathloop, that the whole story was in the trailer, is somehow narratively in that lineup for awards.
It's nominated
just
for
saying
everything.
That aloud. I know. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to go for Psychonauts. It's the only one I get on the list I played.
It's a really good narrative too. Deals with mental health issues. It's great. It Takes Two is good too as well, because it deals with a divorced couple refixing their marriage. It's pretty good. Games for impact, guys. These are games that attempt to tell a meaningful message. We have Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory, Life is Strange: True Colors, or No Longer Home. I haven't heard of two of these. I went with Boyfriend Dungeon because it's a game about a girl that's like getting stalked by her ex, getting gaslit all the time, getting emotionally abused. And I don't really know. I've heard of Chicory. I heard it's good. I don't know the actual like story behind it though. So I went with Boyfriend Dungeon.
I have no idea what any of these games are.
Yeah, not a single one.
I played the very first Life is Strange game, by the way, but from that point, I have no idea what the new one is. I have no idea what any other game is.
Well, Boyfriend Dungeon is on Game Pass. It's like a roguelite dungeon crawler, but also a dating sim. So,
okay.
It's a interesting title.
You know, I like roguelikes. Maybe I'll give
Do
it
you
a
like
try.
dating sims?
You know, Doki Doki Literature Club was pretty much a dating sim. So
Yeah,
okay.
like I tried Leisure Suit Larry once.
Oh
when
my
it
god.
first came out.
I don't think that's a dating sim, Garrett.
That's my experience with that.
Okay. Best independent game. We have 12 minutes. Death's Door, Kana Bridge of Spirits, Inscription, or Loop Hero. This is a stacked category, in my opinion, guys. These are some good games to choose from here. And I really don't know. If Death's Door or Kana wins, I'm completely happy.
I'm gonna have to go with 12 minutes.
No.
I know you didn't. I know you did not enjoy the game. I know you specifically did not enjoy the gameplay, but from what it brings to the table, it's really unique and it pulls it off really well. And I feel like people just needed to be a little bit more patient with this one to get the full narrative from it.
I played 4.5 hours.
You're not patient enough.
Garrett, please talk some sense into this, man. What's your pick for best indie game?
Okay. I don't know. I was blown away by his speech. He might have swayed me. What were the other choices?
Death's Door, Kana, Inscription, and Loop Hero.
Oh, Death's Door.
Nice. My guy.
Yeah, without a second thought on that one.
Great game. Good game. We're going to skip best mobile game because who cares?
Whoa, I play mobile games.
It better be Pokemon Unite. That's all I'm saying.
No, man, Polytopia.
That's not nominated. We're gonna skip best community support. I don't really think that one. We're not in the communities of those games, so nothing to really talk about. Best debut indie game. That's a good follow up. We have Kana, Sable, The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, and Valheim. I am going Kana. I'm going Kana.
This one I'll go Valheim.
Valheim.
Really?
Yeah.
They haven't I feel like Valheim was big for like a week and a half, and nobody's talked about it since.
Yeah, but it's because it's not a game that continues on. Like you beat the game and then you're pretty much done.
Well, not really though, because like
you can keep surviving, but
play it all the time. He always goes back into Valheim. Because like they always add on like a couple of bosses, and there's always like one in the middle, right? That'll make you more powerful.
Yeah.
So you're more encouraged to start another playthrough.
Is someone like clicking in the background a bunch? I'm hearing a bunch of like little.
It might be his dog wagging his tail.
Okay. All right, because it's not consistent. It's just I hear like something pitter pattering. Okay. Anyway, best action game: Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, or Returnal.
What was the name of the topic?
Best action game.
I'm gonna have to go with Far Cry 6. The game's just pure action from the moment you drop in to the very beginning of the game.
I went for Back 4 Blood just because it's the only one on this list I've played.
Fair enough, but that game is trash.
Garrett?
It's a split decision between both of those. Like, I don't know, Far Cry 6, he is right on action, like, oh my god. But Back 4 Blood is a hell of a lot of fun. And like when you get to the later stages and your cards start to stack up and your buddies have like the teamwork thing going on.
And it doesn't matter at all.
God mode.
God mode? What? That game is so hard.
Does that game have a wingsuit?
Nothing.
Does it have a wingsuit?
Doesn't have a wingsuit. I can confirm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Once again, yeah. Like, you just got to get better on your speeches, Kevin. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Best action adventure game: Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil 8 Village, and Psychonauts 2. This one I'm going Ratchet.
I guess I'll give it a Psychonauts. I mean, it's the only one I played on the list again.
Psychonauts. Once again, only one I played.
Play some more games.
There's not enough time, and we have Game Pass. A lot of the Game Pass games when you play it don't make it on these lists.
That's true. That is true. Okay, my favorite category, best RPG. We have Cyberpunk 2077, Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, or Tales of Arise. It's Tales of Arise. We'll hear another goddamn word.
That's a hard one.
In what way?
So when I think role-playing games, I think like how deep does it actually go? Like how many role-playing elements can I actually play around with? And honestly, I'm gonna give this one a Cyberpunk.
No.
100%. 100%. Without it.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. You won't see these two ever again, but
we're just being honest. We don't mind to go against the flow.
Guys, I will burn Jeff Keighley's stadium down.
Okay, I'm just saying this. When we were all playing that game, did we all go through in like wildly different directions? For example, my roommate went like an all physical build with like the gorilla fists.
Yeah, and I mostly went like a tech build. I mean, it's just a lot to play around with.
Yeah, and then like I was a hacker that would like go through cameras and like hack everyone in the building when I was like down the street. Like everyone went completely different routes on that, and like I thought that was amazing.
Just give it a try when the next gen version comes out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
put it on Game Pass.
I'm definitely gonna play it again when it comes out with like the next gen upgrade.
All right, guys. Last few categories here. Most anticipated game: Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Breath of the Wild 2, or Starfield?
God of War Ragnarok.
Starfield for me.
Starfield.
Yeah, RPG. God of War is my close second, like very close, like almost inside Starfield close.
Yeah, for me, it's mostly the anticipation because I've played the last story and I know how good it ended. So it excites me. Starfield's like, it's more of a mystery game. Like I definitely have my eyes on it, but just not quite there.
I think the thing that doesn't get God of War higher for me is I just played the first one in January, like 2018 in January. So like that's still fresh in my mind. So it's not like I've been waiting a long time. It's like, oh wow, God of War is right around the corner. Like that's all right. Like
just beat it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Starfield is like, we've been hearing about this game for 8 years. Let's get a move on. Todd Howard. Okay. Best fighting game: Demon Slayer. I'm not even going to try to say the second half of that game's. Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood, Nick All-Star Brawl, Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. As much as I want to pick Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl for the memes, that game died in like a month. So I'm going Guilty Gear Strive because it's genuinely fantastic.
Yeah, I'm giving this one to Melty Blood. I mean, it's just to me like the more classic fighter game that I know to like.
Melty Blood is more classic than Guilty Gear? Is that what you just told me?
I mean, I was never a big fan of Guilty Gear. Plus, this one has like visual novel aspects too. It's pretty interesting.
To be fair, like, yeah, if I wasn't playing a bunch of fighting games all at once, Melty Blood I probably would have given a shot because it looked pretty good. Garrett, yeah, you don't play fighting games. What's your
that I can't say anything on any of these.
All right, fair enough.
Most interested in Demon Slayer. That's about it. Demon Hunter, whatever.
Not even a real fighting game.
It can be. It has a good anime at least.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Best family game: It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, New Super Mario World plus Bowser Fury, or WarioWare Get It Together. I voted It Takes Two.
Oof, this was easy. Mario Party Superstar.
No.
Such a fun game. I've played every single board already multiple times.
Listen, it is better than Super Mario Party.
Yeah, Super Mario Party is trash.
Trash, absolute trash. But I just have a hard time giving a Mario Party game. Nintendo's on my bad side right now, so I'm kind of shafting them. Garrett, where are you voting?
I don't know. For a family game, I'm definitely going with anything Nintendo.
Well, then Pokemon Snap.
No, dude, that gets like 1 or 2 people in the family. Mario Party gets everyone.
Mm-hmm. And I had 4 players the entire time I played it. It's
okay. Mario Party it is. Best simulation strategy game. We have Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2, Humankind, Inscription, or Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, there's only one winner, right? Like it's Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so Evil Genius 2 is on my list of games to play, but I haven't touched it yet. So Flight Simulator.
Well, then you'll be happy because it's coming to Game Pass this month.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. I saw it.
Okay, best sports racing game: F1 2021, FIFA 2022, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Riders Republic, or Forza Horizon 5. I mean, it's Forza. This is where they stuck Forza when they were like, well, we're not going to put it in Game of the Year.
I would give this one a Formula 1. Because when I think actual sports games, I think actual simulations. And Forza doesn't quite cut it in terms, or Horizon doesn't quite cut it for simulations for me.
It says best sports or racing games. It's a racing game.
It's a racing game, but I don't know, dude.
Forza.
See,
definitely 100%.
F1 gets it in both categories. So.
Okay. Last 2. Best game direction: Deathloop, Psychonauts 2, It Takes Two, Returnal, or Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I again for the 3rd time I think voted It Takes Two because that game direction is phenomenal. You have every level a different style of game. You know, one minute you got a 3rd-person shooter, next you're doing a fighting game, next you're doing straight platforming. Every level is completely different, and that's something I don't think any other game has ever done. So that's 100% my vote.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
It's just more Ratchet.
Yeah, but there's no problem with that. And every different dimension you go to is different enough as well. It looks visually different and like it's appealing.
Yeah,
I get
I platinumed it. I know, I love it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying about It Takes Two, but that game I had no interest in it still.
Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. Garrett, you got best game direction for me?
I haven't played a single one of these.
You played Psychonauts.
Well, okay, yeah, but like a bit, so I would have to say Psychonauts
by default. Psychonauts by default. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, game of the year time, guys. Is the game of the year from this category. It doesn't have to be our personal game of the year because we're going to do that in a future episode. But is it Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, or Resident Evil 8?
This is a terrible list. Whoever came up with this
honestly,
list, do better.
Do better.
I think it's a good list. I agree with half of these.
I've played so many better games, but okay, yeah, like you said, future episode, guys. Psychonauts 2.
Same.
Psychonauts 2.
As much as I love Ratchet and Clank, Psychonauts 2, something about it puts it above Ratchet for me. And I think Double Fine really created something special there, and they deserve the award. And if they're gonna get it, this is probably the year to get it with their competition here. You know.
So was Halo just too late on this? What happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
The nominees had to be in like 2 weeks ago or something.
Okay.
So I'm surprised Shin Megami Tensei 5 got in here because that just came out. Forza Horizon 5 came out like 2 days before the deadline or something, like in reviewers' hands. But I don't know, man. I agree with half this game of the year list. I I would get rid of Deathloop. I literally don't understand what is so special about this game. And like all the reviewers I trust, they're like, this game's not very good. Like it's bang average.
And every year, Game Awards. I guess I just have way different taste than everyone else of what I actually do play.
Apparently, we all. I mean, listen. We all know Game Awards. The most important thing are the reveals and the trailers. But
yes, exactly. That's the only reason I'm gonna watch it.
But guys,
like stop talking, guys. Move along.
Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let us know what game you think should be in the Game of the Year discussion. Until then, anybody else got anything to say before we wrap up this extra long episode of Extra?
No.
No.
Let us know what you guys like, what you're expecting in the Game Awards. That's it.
Okay. Well, until then, I've been Kevin. That's Tom. That's Garrett. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace out.